Good morning students, myself Sneha, Department of Physics, Kottureshwara College. Today for BSc VI we'll discuss about the Maxwell's bridge experiment. Let us see aim of the experiment. That is, aim of the experiment is to determine the capacitance of a capacitor using Maxwell's bridge. In this experiment, we'll find out the unknown capacitance of the capacitor by using Maxwell's bridge. Apparatus required, we require inductance box, for resistance box and AC source, headphone and unknown capacitor and connecting wires. Required formula is, that is, C is equal to L divided by R1 into R4, where C is the unknown capacitor that we have to find out, L is the inductance, where R1 and R4 are the resistance. This is the circuit diagram for the Maxwell's bridge, which contains 4 resistance, that is R1, R2, R3, R4 and one inductance, and another one is the capacitance, that is unknown capacitance, and headphones and AC source. Let us see circuit diagram for, let us see the circuit connections here in this. Let us start from the AC source. From AC source, one end of the AC source is connected to R1, one end of the AC source is connected to R1, same end of the R1 is connected to R3, and another end of the R3 is connected to inductance, another end of the inductance is connected to R4, here another end of the R4 is connected to R2, another end of the R2 is connected to R4, here in between B and D headphone is connected, and parallel to R2 unknown capacitor is connected, and another end of the AC is connected to R2. This is the circuit diagram for the Maxwell's bridge. Here R1, R2, R3 are the fixed resistance, where R4 is the variable resistance. Let us see experimental procedure for the Maxwell's bridge. Here we have to connect the circuit diagram, and then we have to fix the R1, R2, R3 value, say 100, that is R1 is equal to 100, R2 is equal to 100 and R3 is equal to 100. We have to plug the resistance from R1, R2, R3 about 100 ohms. Next we have to fix the inductance value, say about the 0.1 Henry. We have to fix the inductance about, that is 0.1 Henry. When we have to fix the inductance about 0.1 Henry, then we'll hear the maximum sound in the headphones. Here R1, R2, R3 are fixed as a 100 ohms. Then we have to fix the inductance as a 0.1 Henry. Then we'll hear the maximum sound in the headphones. Then we have to unplug the resistance from the R4. We have to unplug the resistance from the R4 until we hear the minimum sound in the headphones. We have to unplug the resistance from the R4 until we hear the minimum sound in the headphones. When we hear the minimum sound in the headphones, we have to note down the resistance of the R4. Then we have to write in the tabular column. First we have to fix the inductance, say about 0.1. Then we'll hear the maximum sound in the headphone. Then we have to remove the resistance from the R4 until we hear the minimum sound. When we hear the minimum sound, we have to note down the R4 value and we have to write it in the tabular column. When here we got the R1 value, R2 value, R3 value and L value and R4 value. By substituting the in formula, that is C is equal to L divided by R1 into R4, we got the value of L and we got the value of R1 and R4. We have to substitute in this equation and we have to calculate the unknown capacitor. Next we have to change the inductance, that is about the 0.02. Again we'll hear the maximum sound. Again we have to unplug the resistance box. And again we have to unplug the resistance and we have to note down the R4 value. Then again we have to calculate the value of C. This step is repeated for the different value of inductance. Then we'll get the R4 value. We have to substitute in the C value. Then we'll get the mean. When we'll get the some resistance value, we have to mean it. Then we'll get the when we have to get the final unknown capacitance of the capacitor. Thank you.